You're that visitor been poking around. Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home. So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me. Close the door. Close the door, then we can talk. Now we can talk. The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. Surprised? I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless innkeeper act. You can't be too careful. Thalmor spies are everywhere. I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out. Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you. Yes, we're very old enemies. And if my suspicions are correct, they might have something to do with the dragons returning. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might be Dragonborn. We remember what most don't. That the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul? Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough. If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place. I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing if not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant. We remember what most don't. That the Dragonborn, you're the only one that can kill a dragon. Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead. Killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it. I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty, and I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know. You should know. You got the map for me. The Dragonstone you got for Farengar, remember? So you were paying attention. I arranged to have Farengar recover the Dragonstone for me. It's what I do. I make things happen from behind the scenes. After all, here you are. Yes, a map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading from the southeast, starting in the Gerals near Riften. The one near Kynesgrove is next, if the pattern holds. Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it. I can't wait around for you to make up your mind. I'll meet you at Kynesgrove. Don't waste time getting there. That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynesgrove.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. That's her business, not mine. Probably not yours either. That's her business. Long as you clean up. You know how to use it, right? Mix a couple of ingredients together, see what happens. A little wheat and blisterwort makes a healing potion, if you didn't know. We have plenty of ingredients for sale, too. There have been whispers. A boy up in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino, been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood. Looking to blow yourself up? I hear that's what magic does to you. There's a college in Winterhold that teaches magic, unless that blew up too. Be a lot safer just to have the Jarl's wizard teach you a thing or two. Until next time.
Kynes Grove is this way. We can travel together or split up and meet there. Your choice.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs.
Thank you so much for taking care. Take a look. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Till next time.
You've retrieved the horn of Jorgen Wimkoller. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn. You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. Da. With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wolfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Da. Speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready. Indra Krosisan, Strundul, Odivara, Lo, Ra, now. Sure. curse of the Greybeards and pass through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
Are you feeling sick? You tried mercenary work? It might suit you. I can teach you a few things. If you find that sword, please bring it to me.
Yeah. Huh? Adrienne, at her forge, just outside. Place is named after her. War Maidens. It's a childhood nickname given by her father. What I hear, she was playing with swords even back then. Anyway, our wares are strong and the price is fair. What else matters? We'll have to have a pint together sometime, you and me.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. Ever been to Windhelm? Oldest city in Skyrim by some account. They say the big old palace there was built by...
Are you feeling sick? It's for sale if you've got the coin. That's your best offer? I suppose so. She's the one with the saddle. My pa used to say, there ain't no use worrying about the things you can't change. If it's my fate to be ended by a dragon, so be it. Meantime, I'll live my life the way I want to. Sometimes the difference between life and death is a swift steam.
going to a wedding at this far-flung end of the Empire anyway?
I told you, it's the wedding of Vittoria Vici, an extremely well-connected Empire company. His cousin, remember? Hopefully these gifts will put us in her good graces. And
Don't bother me, peasant. I've had a long journey and paid too much. Indeed, if we ever get there.
Speak to my husband if you must.
You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave? You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one. Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying.
I was one of the best soldiers in the Stormcloak army until I took a sword. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Good day.
Name's Nils. I'm the cook up at Candlehearth Hall.
I own Hollyfrost Farm outside the city. The cruel seas have been sailors for generations. In truth, I regret not following in the footsteps of my ancestors. Good to see you again, friend.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman, milady? Up to no good, are we? I'll teach you, but it'll cost you. The divine smile on a charitable soul.
It's no secret the Arafino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brother. But who's going to stop him? Me? I'll have no part of that.
Everything's all right?
Won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure.
My heart goes out to Clan Shattershield. Kin murdered, family Warhammer stolen. There's no fairness in all that.
White one.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
Do you think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Godmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye. But in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
Sir, there continues to be unrest in the Grey Quarter.
Blasted Dark Elves. I don't suppose you could tell them that I presently have larger concerns, such as all the Skyrim.
They don't seem to be very sympathetic to our cause, sir.
Let me know if you hear anything more substantial.
Of course, my lord.
What is it?
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimvar, always with the nonsense. No, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right, I knew it! He's trying to have somebody killed!
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true. But Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
Do you know my father? He's really important. He even talks to the Jarl sometimes. His name is Torsten Krulsi. He's really rich, because he owns a farm called Hollyfrost. He told me once that he wanted me to grow up and be a sailor, because that's where all our family names come from. But I don't want to be a sailor or a farmer. I want to be a warrior! The strongest one ever! Alright then.
I try to keep Grimvar safe, but these are... yes. It is quite sad. A young boy, Aventus Aretino, lost his mother recently and was sent to an orphanage. But he has returned home, and people have heard strange chanting. They say it's the Black Sacrament, the ritual to contact the Dark Brotherhood. Why a little boy would want to contact a group of murderers is beyond me. But he is inviting evil into this city. Safe travels.
All the Argonians at the docks are nice to me. Good thing, too. Her father would run them off.
Can I help you? You all right? You look like you might be sick. Welcome to the House of Curiosities. I offer a brief tour. My sister and I inherited a modest sum of money. We decided to travel and seek out whatever adventures we could find. As we journeyed across Tamriel, we encountered tales of exotic and wondrous artifacts. We decided to collect as many as we could. My sister passed away some years ago, so I settled down here and opened the House of Curiosities. I think she would be happy to know that our collection has brought smiles to faces both young and old. A most pleasant chat. Until the next.
All the Argonians at the docks are nice to me. Good thing, too. Her father would run them off.
My job's simple enough. The dead don't really complain much.
Working in Windhelm is great. I get to see Ulfric up close. I never expected Ulfric to live up to his legend, but he does. Every Nord should admire Ulfric. He fights for all of us. In fact, he's the reason I chose to learn the smithing trade. I want to make weapons and armor for the great Stormcloak army. Smithing isn't the most exciting thing for me, but we all have to lend a hand as best we can. If a Stormcloak uses one of my swords to strike down an Imperial soldier, then I've done my part to free our land. Don't buy discounted armor.
Everyone says Jorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. Needs the metal hammered. Every bit as sharp as what you'll find in Whiterun. I respect Jorland, but he has the good fortune to work the Skyforge. Something about the fires. Their steel just holds tighter. If that makes any sense. I don't see these troubles as business. This is a labor of honor. To bring Ulfric his rightful glory, I would hammer 1,000 shields. Sure as bones. I might just have to. Whether it's armor you need or a new blade, come see me.
You look worse than I feel. It's all in the swing. Let me show you. Please forgive my mood. I'm still coming to terms with my daughter's death.
I'd travel more, but who wants to deal with all the soldiers these days? It was difficult at first. The Nords of this city are at best suspicious of outsiders. But in time, I made the right friends and proved myself useful enough that they don't give me trouble anymore. The Dark Elves are too proud and naive to understand the way things truly are, and so they continue to dwell in that slum. Just got here from the Somerset Isles. Lots of opportunity in Skyrim. Thank you for your custom.
Huh? Everything you see is grown at my family's own Hollyfrost farm, fresh and filling. I also do a little herb growing. The court wizard, Woundfirth, pays us to plant a little nightshade. Who knows what he uses it for? Hey, could you deliver this bottle of nightshade extract to Woundfirth?
You have piqued my curiosity.
Thanks.
Please, do continue.
There's an old saying that only a Nord can work the soil in Skyrim. I don't think anyone else would have the patience for it. It takes half a day just to dig a planting row in the cold, stony earth here. But what else can we do? Eat rocks and ice?
It seems to me that the last thing that people
Good day to you.
is to draw attention to itself.
The eyes of the law are everywhere.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
Turn up. Good day.
Not really sure what to do with myself anymore. I just miss her so much.
You need anything, come see me. I'm as resourceful as I am discreet. I'm a dark elf and I live in Windhelm, so yes, I live in the Grey Quarter. You must be new around here, or you'd know they don't let my kind live anywhere outside that slum. Wherever I can find them. If you're the type who worries over where something came from, you may want to move on. Be sure to stop by Sadri's used wares in the Grey Quarter.
But she was terrible at it.
Working in Wendell is great. We get to see Ulfric up close. Welcome them into the realms beyond.
You must be suffering.
Everyone says Yorland Greymane is the best smith.
You've
in
done
Skyrim.
more than enough already.
I plan to change it, friend.
Hear my prayer, son of Akatosh, and grant peace to these departed souls.
The townsfolk call me captain because I used to be a sailor. Well, nothing. At least not anymore. Folk just call me that because of what I used to do. I was a sailor for many a year. I made my coin as a trader, and in time, I bought my own ship. When I retired here in Windhelm, most folk already knew me as Captain Lonelygale, and the name just stuck. Terrible shame that. Seems we have a killer on the loose here in Windhelm. He's claimed 3 victims that I know of, though maybe there's more that haven't been found yet. All lovely ladies too. Let's hope the gods find that demon soon, and introduce him to the headman's axe. There's an author named Adonato staying at the inn. He's published a few works of historical fiction. The clans Shattershield and Cruelsea see most of the gold that passes through the city. And obviously you have Ulfric, the Jarl and future High King. Oh, and that busybody Viola Giordano. She's got her nose in everyone's business, which I guess is one way of being prominent. If you're looking to pass the time, you can give Calixto a few septims and gawk at whatever oddity he's come across lately. If you're in need of goods, there's a market. If it's a soft bed and a hot meal you're after, there's Candlehearth Hall. Fair winds and calm seas. That's an old sailor's parting. Townsfolk call me captain because I used to be a sailor.
You should probably be in bed.
You're looking a bit under the weather. To receive the blessing of Talos, you have only to pray at the altar. Talos, who in life was known as Tiber Septim, united Tamriel and founded the Empire. He was rewarded for his deeds by being joined with the Divines in eternal glory, the only mortal to do so. We worship him that we might follow in his path. We can't literally join him in the heavens, but we may do our best to know them here on Nirn. The Empire's elven puppet masters never cared much for the idea of a human becoming a divine, so the worship of Talos is outlawed. Skyrim doesn't take kindly to being told what to do, and to try and forget Talos, well, they may as well ordered us all to cut off our ears. Like anyone, a crisis will push them towards devotion. I've been seeing a lot of the Shatter Shields since they lost their daughter. Hilevi Cruelseat comes in a lot, but I haven't seen her husband here in years. Ulfric prays for strength. I speak to Captain Lonelygale, but he doesn't spend much time here. Too busy. Blessings of Arkay be upon you.
Everyone says
Everything's
Yorland
fresh and
grain
delicious.
This snip in Skyrim. I plan to change a few minds.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
Good afternoon.
You need anything, come see me. Take a look. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Be sure to stop by Sadri's used wares in the Grey Quarter.
Name's Nils. I'm the cook.